Here's another scenario. You want to use a tool, or let me rephrase this. Let's say that you are switching to ARCHLine from another system, and you already have some customs, some hotkeys, and keyboard combinations that you want to import somehow. I mean, I'm not talking about Control-C, Control-V, because that's sort of an industry standard or standard for everything. But if you have a special tool in some software that you want to use the same way in ARCHLine, there's a tool for that. At least there's a tool to make shortcuts. Let's say what would be the tool that will be used quite frequently? The layer walk, maybe. For those of you who haven't seen it, the layer walk is able to enable and disable certain elements that you want to work on. So if you want to...
I use this a lot,
Yeah, if you want to just switch between the layers very
easily,
then that's the way to do it.
When you make combinations of different joint parts,
enable back the whole thing. So let's say you want to have this layer walk to be available at a very conveniently reachable status. Let's say Control, Shift, and W. That's something I can do it with one hand.
And that's very easy to.
Now, for every single tool up here in the ribbon bar, you just have to right-click and just click on the keyboard shortcut tab, which would bring up this dialog here. This has several purposes. First of all, you can see if the Control-Shift-W combination is already taken. I just have to push down the buttons on my keyboard, and now it tells me that there's actually currently nothing on this, so I can. This is actually free. Otherwise, you can see that W itself has several things attached to it, but this combination is currently free. So what I'm going to do,
so all the orange ones, those are the ones already taken by a command. And what happens if something is like, for example, if you hover over your mouse to the E, that's okay. So that's telling me it's Control E, which is for
export. Yes. So it tells you if you just click on it, it tells you what is the current command that is occupying this space. But I'm just going to unlink this, and here's the tool I'm interested in. This is actually on the left-hand side, our ribbon bar. That's our menu, so you can search for the commands that you want to.
Okay, so if otherwise I would like to find, I can see that it's in Edit, in Layer Walk, so I can find it in ribbon bar, Edit, and I can also find it the same place.
There we go. I just have to click somewhere else. Or maybe I can just click on it again. Maybe it's faster.
This is very useful. You don't have to
so just
figure out where this is exactly. Just right away.
Use whichever is more convenient. It's if you are, because I like to use the mouse, but you know, sometimes you're working two-handed. I mean, you use a lot of key combinations, so maybe this is something that you would love. So you just highlight what you want to edit like this, and you just push down the keys one after the other, and by holding them. Keep holding them. Control, Shift, and W would be the Control, Shift, and W would be the one I'm interested in. And now the combination is there. Here's a very important idea. Let me just. Here you go.
Now we can see.
So now I can see that if I push down Control, Shift, and W, it's going to be there. Here's another idea. A lot of our users are using ARCHLine on one computer, but shared by several colleagues, and they all have different expectations and different experiences. So they might want to use different combinations. For that, we are able to make profiles. For instance, this is yours.
There's my profile.
There's your profile, so you can save customized profiles in addition to the factory preset, and that way you can differentiate how you want to handle things. Maybe you want to have the layer walk in another
and also
fashion.
If you are someone who works regularly with in multiple environments. For example, you have an ARCHLine license, you work with another design system and another design system, and you get used to those specific combinations that you use in the other system. Then you can define those, and you can save them, just as you can find several shortcut layouts saved here as a default layout. So should you work in other ecosystems of design systems, you can define most of the commands that are actually common between the two systems. So if we have the same command, you can create the same shortcut that you used to use in the other system, which makes life a lot easier.
Yes, especially if multiple people are sharing the same computer. Just try to avoid misunderstandings. Now.